Nothing is more precious than independence and liberty. A very good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of the Senior Student Council, I, Aradhya Soni, take the immense pleasure to welcome you all to this virtual celebration of the 75th Independence Day. It is indeed the most auspicious day in the history of our nation, as it is marked as the day when India achieved freedom after many years of relentless struggle. Marking the commencement of this propitious occasion, I would request the school captain Heta Thakur to deliver a speech.
Good morning all. Wishing you all a very happy Independence Day. This was the day on which provision of Indian Independence Act of 1947 came into effect, which transferred legislative sovereignty to Indian Constituent Assembly. Today, we all are here to acknowledge our privileges of being born in free India and celebrate the 75th Independence Day of our country. We need to know the pangs of grief of being enslaved under the colonial rule. Those difficult times and struggles must not be allowed to fade away from our memories. This day is to remember that pain, the sacrifices of the ones who fought for their motherland. Hence, every Independence Day, we not only celebrate our freedom, but we also pay tribute to the ones who fought for it, to the ones who held a vision for our country, and to the ones who sacrificed themselves for the same. The significance of its beautiful story is that this nation has gained respect from the world for the democratic rule chosen by it. On this occasion, our thoughts first turn to Mahatma Gandhi, the man behind our struggle for freedom and the fighters who made supreme sacrifices for our country's liberty. It is our responsibility as proud citizens of this country to sincerely perform our duty and progress together for growth and development of our country. Keeping the sacrifices of our ancestors in mind, we should take oath to carve a better future for our motherland. Jai Hind, thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, Heta. Books are instruments of achievement that build up the country, so educate and empower girls. To bring this thought forward, now we have a beautiful song by Prachi, Shubhomita, Rajeshwari, Anisha and Bhumika.
जहाँ से प्यारी मेरे भारत की बेटी है, सारी जहाँ पे भारी मेरे भारत की बेटी। दिल जान है शान हमारी मेरे भारत की बेटी। जीती रहो जीतती रहो।
जो तेरे नैनों से टपके हैं, मेरे आंसू है अपना जो तेरे होठों पे ठहरे, हर गीत अब अपना जो सीना तान उठता है सर अपना, जा जी ले अपनी जिंदगी, सर पर आके अपना, तेरा जो भी है सपना अब जिम्मा है अपना, सपने सच करने की तेरी बारी।
तू सारे जहां से प्यारी मेरे भारत की बेटी है, सारे जहां पे भारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, दिल जान है शान हमारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, जीती रहो जीतती रहो।
तू सारे जहां से प्यारी मेरे भारत की बेटी है, सारे जहां पे प्यारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, दिल जान है शान हमारी मेरे भारत की बेटी, जीती रहो जीतती रहो।
Thank you. It was such a blissful melody. The flag is the embodiment, not just of sentiment, but of history. Now we have a poem by Vandana, Minakshi, Chahat, and Kush, followed by an instrumental performance by Yug Parmar.
आज तिरंगा फहराता है अपनी पूरी शान से, हमें मिली आजादी वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से।
आज़ादी के लिए हमारी लंबी चली लड़ाई थी, लाखों लोगों ने प्राणों से कीमत बड़ी चुकाई थी।
व्यापारी बनकर आए और छल से हम पर राज किया, हमको आपस में लड़वाने की नीति अपनाई थी।
हमने अपना गौरव पाया अपने स्वाभिमान से, हमें मिली आजादी वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से।
गांधी तिलक सुबह जवा का प्यारा यह देश है, जियो और जीने दो का देना सबको संदेश है।
बनकर खड़ा हिमालय जिसके उत्तर द्वार पर, हिंद महासागर दक्षिण में इसके लिए विशेष है।
लगी गूंजने दशों दिशाएं वीरों के यशगान से, हमें मिली आजादी वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से।
हमें हमारी मातृभूमि से मिला इतना दुलार है, उसकी आंचल की छाया से छोटा ये संसार है।
हम न कभी हिंसा के आगे
अपना शीश झुकाएंगे,
सच पूछो तो पूरा विश्व
हमारा ही परिवार है।
Thank you. That was wonderful. Jawaharlal Nehru once said that freedom is not a mere matter of political decision or new constitutions. It is of the mind and of heart. And if mind narrows itself and is beforged, and the heart is full of bitterness and hatred, then freedom is absent. Presenting this thought, now we have a skit by Krish, Apurva, Vandana, Krishna, Janvi, Durva, Mili, Chahat, Palak, Minakshi, Vani, Madhav, Anika, Aisha, Pushkar, Khush, Sneha, and Jahnavi.
On this auspicious day of independence, Bharat Mata calls upon a meeting with the council members to know about the recent developments happening in Bharat.
Today we are here to celebrate the success of 75th year of independent India. For me, 75 years ago, the freedom of India was a dream that came true. Today, we all can see India is advancing expeditiously.
That is indeed true. All fellow Indians are so proud of their great nation. But I would like to bring an issue to your notice.
Bharat Mata is observing all her children and their demeanor towards each other. The council member asks her to teleport to the electricity board department's office. There, a businessman arrives.
What's going on? Who shut down the electricity in my house? Officer?
Sir, please calm down. The repair of the electric line is in progress. The electricity will resume within 3 to 4 hours.
Oh God, I can't wait for such a long time. Listen to me, officer. I'm handing you a good incentive for you to speedily restore power supply exclusively for my house. Would it be possible?
As for your offer, I can do it within 15 minutes. Lineman, do it quickly.
My children, my dear children, it pains to see them choosing to welcome corruption well into their conscience and eat away the very moral fibers that this nation is built on.
Yes, Ma. We even had to witness a similar episode in the hospital. It was very saddening.
Hearing this, Bharat Mata made up her mind to go visit the hospital. As she reached there, she paused. She saw a man, a frail and senile man, calling out aloud for help with tears streaming through his eyes uncontrollably. Right behind him stood a rickshaw in which lay his wife, pale and lifeless.
Oh Lord, what is happening to me? Doctor, I don't have the amount that you are demanding of, but for God's sake, please save my wife. I have a family to take care of. Sir, please save my wife.
Please move your rickshaw away. It is blocking our way. We are already short of beds. There isn't much I can do to help you until you pay the required amount. Kindly make way for other patients.
Looking at this heart-wrenching situation, the despondency in Bharat Mata's heart soon turned into fury.
Adharma, I can't stand it. Now, money has become the most influential factor in people's life. If not given, the person in need doesn't deserve a second look. Everyone is consumed with greed.
While people like them are trying to make a quick buck, even in these tough times, the craftsmen in Dholaknagar are facing serious financial losses.
Come on, come and buy these handmade and unique cups at rupees 150 only. Ma'am, please stop by and have a look.
Sorry, Bhaiya, I'm in a hurry right now. I am not interested in buying these cups.
Ma'am, please have a look. My family has spent hours creating them. I can sell them to you at a discounted price, ma'am.
Bhaiya, I told you that I'm not interested. Please, I'm in a hurry. Find someone else who will buy your cups.
Hello, brother. I understand what you are going through. I heard your conversation with the lady. Nowadays, with the pandemic going on, Nobody spends in actual market. Everyone prefers online shopping.
Ah, that's true. We hardly have anyone passing by. This pandemic has made our lives even harder. All our hard work this year will go in vain. I'm very anxious that how I will feed my family.
It is so disheartening to watch my children go through such hardships. Poverty and exploitation have become so prominent in our society. It was something I never imagined I would see.
Ma, what you are saying is so true. Everybody wants to exploit the common man. Man has corrupted power and authority completely. I wanted to share an incident regarding the same with you.
The officer asked Bharat Mata to teleport to the municipal office. There, she is overhearing a talk between a municipal officer and a lady.
So, I urgently required a birth certificate of my daughter for admission. Here is my application and copy of my identity card.
Officer verifies the application and copies.
Everything's fine, but there is an additional something that is needed for the procedure to begin with.
I don't understand, sir. I have all the required documents. What else should I bring?
The officer rings the bell. His assistant enters.
Assistant, take him at the corner of the office and educate him and what needs to be done.
Yes, officer. Give me rupees 600, sir. Don't you know the procedure?
But sir, I am a common man. I don't have extra money of rupees 600 to pay you for my child's birth certificate. Please, sir.
You don't know the system of paying extra money for getting the work done in all offices and for all documents? It's very common, sir.
Man drags the assistant to the officer's cabin tempestuously.
What happened, sir? Something wrong? Didn't you understand the procedure?
Shame on both of you for participating in such bribery and corruption, and that too for such a mere job that you are paid by the government for. I will definitely report this to your officer in charge.
The officer and his assistant stood in shock. No one had ever dared to question their self-serving profits of the common folk. Well, after the shock came the fear of the repercussions. They apologized to the man in a humble tone, drafted the birth certificate, and handed it over in a matter of 10 minutes.
Yes, finally, I saw a brave person who didn't give into this presupposed system but stood up for his right. The spirit of truth and dharma isn't dead, it is very much alive, but it is suppressed in most of us because of fear or sheer indifference. But there is no greater remedy to such cancerous practices than truth, bravery, and dharma. Stand up, my children. Stand for what is right. Stand for what is to be yours. And most importantly, cleanse yourselves inside. Jai Hind.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your own country. Changes, they don't happen miraculously. They happen through action. We cannot get our goals under one's own stream, but through collaborative effort. This Independence Day, let's join our hands together and take a vow to liberate ourselves and the country from the clutches of terrorism, corruption, discrimination, poverty, and many such things that hold us back from enhancing. So, let us do our bit and contribute in the progress of our own nation. Jai Hind.
Thank you. That indeed was a very well performed skit. To enhance this feeling of enthusiasm and patriotism, now we have a dance performance by Pavni, Vrishita, Shiti, Mitali, Shriya, Devki, and myself.
वतन मेरे वतन ऐ वतन आबाद रहे तू आबाद रहे तू
आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे
तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से पहुंचू मैं जहां भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू पहुंचू मैं जहां भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू मैं जहां रहूं जहां मैं याद रहे तू ऐ वतन मेरे वतन ऐ वतन मेरे वतन
सिंदूरी गालों वाला सूरज जो करे ठिठोली क्या नाम है अपना जहां में खड़े हैं कहां पे हम शर्मीले खेतों को ढकने चूनर पीली घूंघट में रंग पनघट में रंग चम चम चमकीला
Thank you. That was a fabulous performance. Now I request our Director Principal Sir, Mr. Opp.Vraj Sir, to speak a few words on this special occasion.
Namaskar. I want to congratulate Heta and her team, all the council members, for putting up this first assembly on the occasion of 15th of August, Independence Day. Thank you so much for putting up the show. It was wonderful. I can see future leaders in all of them. All the best. A very happy Independence Day to all of you, to all the viewers, and to all the council members, all the students and parents. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. It truly inspired and motivated us. Considering it a privilege to stand before you on behalf of the Senior Student Council, I, Aradhya Soni, would like to extend my gratitude to everyone who made today's virtual event a great success. As we all know, our school has never left any stone unturned to bring out our creativity. Even in this pandemic, They have provided us with this virtual platform to showcase our talent and provide us with an abundance of knowledge. I would like to thank our Director Principal Sir, Mr. Abhay Sir, Vice Principal Ma'am, Sandhya Ma'am, Headmistress Ma'am, Hiral Ma'am, Student Council in charge Shraddha Ma'am, and all the students, parents, and teachers. I would now request you all to rise up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे